So please join me in welcoming our Lieutenant Governor and friend, Billy Nungesser.
Wow. Thank you so much. I got to tell you, if you haven't been on one of those red buses, I was lucky to host the lieutenant governors in New Orleans recently, and Tim Griffin, the lieutenant governor from Arkansas, took his kids and could not get his son off the top deck after riding around the city. So a great addition. Thank you so much for that introduction. Thank you all for being here. It's been another great year. And go ahead, give yourself a hand. Now, before I thank some people, I got to tell you why I'm raising this pinstripe. You notice I always wear stripes. Well, about 3 years ago in an event, Tom Benson got up and nobody noticed, so he had to make reference to his black and gold suit with a pinstripe of gold that said New Orleans Saints. So I decided to ask him after the event, where'd you get that suit made? Well, he told me, and Bob Faucher's here today. Bob, where are you? Bob made this suit for me, like he did for Tom Benson with the Saints, except mine says, Louisiana, feed your soul. So if you can't read it, I'm real excited to be here. Mayor, thank you. Your city did a great job as always. Jill, your staff, over the top again. Every year I keep saying it can't get any bigger, any better, and you keep doing it. So thank you to you and your staff. The board LTPA, Golden Nugget, is Alan here? Your team, everybody from the bus boy to the person that takes your bags at the front door is incredible staff. They're always welcome you, telling you good morning, and that's what makes Louisiana special. All of our people treat you like family, so to your team. Now, before I thank our partners, y'all all have a nice little book with Louisiana Feed Your Soul, thanks to my staff. And then you've got a card. And this is a lot of our different departments that we are now integrating to share on social media. So take that with you and share all your stories, all your events, so we're all in this together so we can do more to move people around Louisiana. Y'all each have one of these on your table. Now, we could not have the kind of year we had without our partners. Miles Media, Trumpet, Graham Group, BBR, Earhart, Compass Media, Garden & Gun, Hoffman Media, AJR, and Madden Media. Let's give them a round. You know, all week we've been talking about the incredible year, 6th record-breaking year, and we're reaching 100,000 hotel rooms in Louisiana. And it's not just New Orleans. Those hotel rooms are going up all over the state, increasing our ability to host events in those cities and towns. Once again, 47.1 million visitors. That's a little over 500,000 more than the previous year. But the number I love to look at is the $1.8 billion in taxes that Louisianans didn't have to pay. That's a little over $1,000 per family that we save because of the visitors leaving that money here in Louisiana. Incredible numbers, and that number keeps going up. Now, that number would not be possible without the hard work of my staff and my team. And so I'd like to recognize some of that team here today. Nancy, hold your applause to the end, and I'd ask each of y'all to stand. Nancy Watkins, Undersecretary. Doug Bourgeois on Tourism. Rebecca Hamilton over State Libraries. Stephen McClansky over the museums. Kristen Sanders, Culture Development. And our new Head of State Parks, Gene Reynolds. Judge Johnson with Volunteer Louisiana. Please welcome all and thank my team. And I'm not going to name each of my staff, but I'm going to ask all of my team from my office that follows me around and puts up with me on this crazy schedule. Would y'all please stand? Thank you very much. You make me look good. Our welcome centers. That is the first smiling face you see when you enter the state. They help inform our visitors where to go, highlighting all the exciting attractions in your town. Our teams at our state parks, they keep them clean, they keep them in good shape, and they welcome our visitors with open arms. All of these people have a passion for what they do. I am so proud of our teams throughout the state that welcome our visitors. So would you please welcome and thank our state park employees and our welcome center. If y'all are here, please stand up. I want to recognize two important ladies of our tourism staff who are retiring. Nancy has been overseeing the welcome centers for 11 years, and Marlene has been with our department for 14 years. She survived multiple lieutenant governors, 5 tourism directors. I guess you couldn't take it anymore. But she will be opening a drapery business, and we wish her well. Would you two ladies come on up? I have a special gift for you. Give them a round. We know the film industry has a great impact on our tourism industry here in Louisiana. We just didn't know what that impact was. And year to year, as the legislators talk about, is it really worth the money, is it not? We wanted to know for sure what that impact was on Louisiana. So we did a study to find out why people come into Louisiana, or when they come, are they coming because of a movie or TV show? And we found out nearly 5 million people that come to Louisiana each year come because of something they saw on TV or in a movie. That has an impact on our industry of $1.3 billion. People want to travel where movies were shot and where people were shot, like Bonnie and Clyde, right here in Louisiana in Bienville Parish. You know, with movies like Girls Trip, 12 Years a Slave, Steel Magnolia, and Duck Dynasty, it's no wonder they're coming to Louisiana. Girls Trip helped make Essence Festival 2018 the largest ever. People are still looking for that zip line on Bourbon Street. Steel Magnolia, people keep coming to Natchitoches to see where that film was filmed. And Duck Dynasty helped put Duck Command to business on the international stage. And if you haven't been to see the new museum, you got to go. It's a great attraction for North Louisiana. These are examples of why the over 2,500 films that have been shot in Louisiana has led us to start a new movie trail, Lights, Camera, Louisiana. Our new trail will showcase the history of filmmaking in Louisiana, from New Orleans, where the first indoor seated theater was opened in 1896. Tarzan of the Apes, the first filmed in 1918, in Morgan City, was used as a jungle. It grossed over $1 million. Now today, that wouldn't have been a lot of money, but that was the first movie to gross over $1 million back then. A recent study showed that 80 million travelers will choose their destination based on a film or a TV show. What a great opportunity for us here in Louisiana to capitalize on those movies that were shot in the past and going forward. China is one of those emerging markets of that kind. That is why this year on Labor Day, we will be taking a trip with most of you to China to promote the film industry and our movie trail here in Louisiana. with places like the Chennault Museum, where Chinese visitors come from all over the world because of the flying tigers. And if you haven't been up there, shame on you. You've got to see that museum as well. It's a great attraction in North Louisiana because of what that general did for the Chinese people. While the new movie trail aims at bringing new movie buffs from around the country, this is a great opportunity for us to highlight those movies that were shot in your town, in your city. We've got a great opportunity to move those visitors throughout Louisiana, so we look forward to working with each and every one of you to create new opportunities where those movies were shot and, of course, where people were shot in Louisiana. Now, as we continue to promote the staycation, one of my favorite things about moving around Louisiana, the work in the state parks is crucial. As we work to increase the visitation in our state parks, and through our new foundation and the private-public partnership with that foundation that we were able to form last year in the legislature, Culture, Recreation, and Tourism Foundation, it'll allow us to do private-public partnerships with business people and entrepreneurs in your community to where we can raise money to improve those state parks and do other things with that money for culture, recreation, and tourism. We were just awarded $16.2 million grant for the upgrade to 5 of our facilities, and I want to take this opportunity to thank the Governor, Wildlife and Fisheries, and the Coastal Protection and Restoration Authority for making that possible. Let's give them a hand. This money could not have come at a better time. It's going to allow us to redirect some of the other repairs and maintenance money to parks that are desperately needed. We continue to upgrade all our facilities, and I'm really excited about the many opportunities for the private-public partnerships. Now, I'm going to show you a maze up here on the screen. We leased a blank field to the Luckett Farms by the Rosedale Plantation. This is a maze that will open later this year. Incredible opportunity for kids, families to visit this maze, and once again, get people moving around Louisiana. These are the kind of creative ideas we need in using the assets we have under the state park system to allow private businesses to come in and do a partnership to bring people into that community. I know there's a lot of ideas, thoughts in this audience, so please share them with us so we can continue to grow great opportunities like this. We just moved our first horseback operation into the Bogachita State Park. A great opportunity for people to horseback ride in the state park, and we're looking to expand that to many other opportunities. You know, everywhere I go in the state, I ask people to take one vacation you would normally leave Louisiana and go see a part of Louisiana you haven't seen. And I promise you won't be disappointed. You know, I was standing in front of a group of high school students, and I gave them a little talk, and then I asked them to do me a favor and go home and ask their parents to take them on one staycation. Go see a part of Louisiana you haven't seen. Well, after the speech, I took questions. Little girl in the first row, first question. So, Lieutenant Governor, where are you going on your staycation? And she got me. I'm never at a loss for words. I just couldn't think of any place. So I thought quickly. I said, Toledo Bend and Natchitoches. She said, okay, just wondering. So I went home that night and I told my wife, I said, look, the week before Christmas, we don't have anything planned. Why don't we go to Toledo Bend and Natchitoches? She said, how'd you come up with that? I said, the only thing I could think of. But we went to Toledo Bend with my in-laws. We caught a lot of fish. They cook it up for you in that resort. And then we went to Natchitoches for 2 days to see the Christmas lights. And my mother-in-law spent about 4 hours in that hardware store there. If you've ever been, they got every game from when you were a kid. I don't know where they get them from. Well, she went home and posted that online. 20 of her relatives have now come from Texas to go to Natchitoches to visit that hardware store. So when you go somewhere you haven't been before, you're going to have fun, and you're going to share it on social media, and you're going to help your neighbors draw people to their area because of that personal story that you tell. So I saw firsthand that staycation works. So let's continue to spread the word and get people, our people, moving around Louisiana. because nobody tells a story better than we do. Now this year, we talked a little bit about the seafood cook-off earlier. It's our 11th year of competition, held in June, the second year since we moved it a little bit closer to everyone in the middle of the state, as best we could, to the Cajun Dome. And I want to thank Ben and his team who blew it out the water this year. We had over 2,500 people. Ben, congratulations. Incredible job. Now, we were fortunate to have a winner this year that competed in the national competition in the convention center in New Orleans and brought the trophy back home for the first time in 7 years, and that's Ryan at the Blue Dog Cafe. Let's give him a round. You've got to try this dish he prepared. It's a red fish, and he cooks it with the scales. And after he cooks it, you eat the scales like potato chips. I know, you can't imagine it. Try it. Trust me, they taste like potato chips. So incredible dish. I've never tasted anything like it, but we're so proud to have that trophy back home. Now, we rolled out our brand this year, Louisiana Feed Your Soul, with an incredible idea from Miles Media. We decided we would roll it out on Mardi Gras Day all across the country. We wrapped food trucks in Mardi Gras colors, served king cakes, handed out beads, Mardi Gras music filled the air. And I got to tell you, thank you for the partners here that gave up their Mardi Gras to help us bring people to Louisiana. I was in Washington, D.C., handing out king cakes on the street corners. And I got to tell you, I know y'all all know Buddy Bo. He's no longer on my staff, but he still seems to get in every picture. I don't get it. So the media value we got for that week, for that day, was a little over 1.5 million. We couldn't have afforded to roll out a brand and pay for that kind of media coverage. So for those of you that were there, let's give yourself a hand and take a look at the video. We're here today to roll out our new brand, Feed Your Soul. Everywhere else in the world, it's only Tuesday. In Louisiana, it's Mardi Gras. So it's great for us to take a little bit of Mardi Gras up here to Washington, D.C. We're also in Atlanta, Dallas, and Houston today doing the same thing, spreading a little bit of Mardi Gras around the United States.
This is the king cake truck. It's our cool Louisiana travel ride right now.
We're just celebrating, handing out king cake, beads, playing music, just really trying to bring that spirit of Mardi Gras and that spirit of Louisiana to encourage people to come feed their souls.
The reception's been great. Obviously the news outlets have really helped drive some traffic to these events. We have a crawfish boil happening right now, and then we have a drawing. There'll be randomly chosen winners in each market, and they win a trip for two to either New Orleans, Baton Rouge, Lafayette, Shreveport, or Lake Charles. So that's what's next for whoever wins.
I've always wanted to go to Louisiana. It just seems like such a fun place. I mean, look at this. This is just great.
Fortunately, Louisiana brought New Orleans to us today. I had an opportunity to get a king cake, my first time ever trying that. I really want to get down there and taste one of those authentic hand grenades. They've definitely done a good job pouring up the drinks. We've got some great music out here, so I'm really excited about that.
It feels amazing to know that I'm in Houston, but I can still see my Louisiana roots, my Louisiana culture, still get a taste of some awesome Louisiana king cake, and still be able to have a Fat Tuesday party.
It makes me want to go back. You know, last time I went, I was in the French Quarter and had so much fun, so I would love to go back.
People don't understand the culture, and when you introduce them to things like this, it makes them question, okay, well, what is this about? Why king cake? What's going on? So it just opens up a bunch of doors to make them want to, oh, you know what, maybe I need to go to New Orleans and see what's going on.
We have great music, cuisine, history and culture that you just can't find anywhere else. So it can feed your belly with the good food, it can warm your heart with the wonderful music, but when you put it all together in one package, it feeds your soul.
If you have not made it to Louisiana yet, I don't know what you're waiting on.
Yesterday we hosted the mayors and parish presidents for a breakfast here at Summit, the first time we've done that, from around the state to talk about Louisiana tourism. I want to thank all those elected officials that took their time and commitment to tourism as we discussed with the local leaders the importance of tourism funding at a local and state level. We talked about everything from lending a hand on social media to promoting staycation to discussing the foundation and how it can benefit their town or city or parish. We're looking forward to that working relationship with all the elected officials because they are a part of our team in tourism, and I'm proud of everyone that showed up and look forward to expanding that breakfast next year. Now, with nearly 76 million baby boomers retiring in the coming years, this is a great opportunity for us to attract them to begin their encore in life right here in Louisiana. So now we want to recognize the 8 communities that have worked so hard and to get their communities certified as retirement communities for their commitment and dedication to bring those retirees right here to Louisiana.
Encore Louisiana was established by the Louisiana Legislature in 1999 as the Louisiana Retirement Development Commission and renamed as the Encore Louisiana Commission in 2009, with the goal of setting the guidelines and requirements and developing the criteria for a destination to become a Louisiana certified retirement community. We know retirees visit a place at least 3 times before they decide to retire. So we know these new additions will help us as we continue to grow Louisiana as a great place to retire. The 8 certified retirement communities are, and as your city and name are called, please join Lieutenant Governor Nungesser on the stage as we recognize you for the hard work and leadership to get your community named a certified retirement community. The City of Lafayette, Ben Berthelot. City of Lake Charles, Mayor Nicholas E. Hunter. City of Natchitoches, Arlene Gould. City of Ruston, Lincoln Parish, Mayor Ronnie Walker. Toledo Bend, Sabine Parish, Linda Curtis Sparks. Shreveport Bossier City, Stacy Brown. City of Homa, Terrebonne Parish, Sandra Corbett. And the City of Thibodaux, Rhonda Dempster. We are proud to have these communities certified and to be attractive destinations for those retirees looking at their encore in life.
Let's give them one more round. Thank you all so much for your hard work on that. We're looking for more certified retirement communities around Louisiana, so make sure to apply and make your community one. We're going to be coming out with the applications later this year, so be on the lookout for that. Now, this summit is about you and the people that make tourism work in Louisiana. And we want to recognize some of the leaders and partners that make Louisiana tourism what it is. And these are true Louisiana tourism ambassadors. And so each one of them have been recommended to me for the special little bit they do for tourism. So in no particular order, I want to first recognize a good friend whose love and passion for Louisiana French heritage, arts, and culture in his community has been an incredible leader and understands the importance of tourism. Please welcome my good friend, Mayor President Joel Robideau, to the stage.
Mayor President Joel Robideau has leveraged Lafayette's talent and infrastructure by launching CREATE, Creative Recreation, Entertainment, Arts, Tourism, Economy, as an initiative to capitalize on Lafayette's culture to further diversify the economy. He has been a strong partner with the Department of Culture, Recreation, and Tourism on international missions to France and Canada and promotes the heritage of the French language in Louisiana. We would like to honor Mayor President Joel Robideau for being a fervent voice for Lafayette Parish government and his continuous efforts to attract future generations to the area.
Next, I want to call up a friend whose vision and hard work has Ruston booming. From the major ball field project to the new hotel, he has really knocked it out the park. Please welcome Mayor Ronnie Walker to the stage.
The new and improved Ruston Sports Complex is expected to open in March of 2019. The 36-field complex is anticipated to generate over $1 billion in the next 18 years and can host 6 different sports at the same time. In 2019, the Ruston Sports Complex will host its first ever Dixie Youth Baseball World Series. We'd like to honor Mayor Ronnie Walker, his council, and all elected officials for their continuous efforts and dedication in creating tourism opportunities in Ruston, Louisiana.
Next, I want to call up a friend who has shown us the way that if you build it, they will come. Let's recognize a good friend of mine for his field of dreams, Mayor Vernon Berlin and Alderman Kerry Ely. Y'all come on up.
The Sterlington Sports Complex is the only of its kind north of I-20 and opened in May 2018, fully equipped with 12 fields, 5 375-foot long high school baseball fields, 5 200-foot softball fields, and 2 100-foot t-ball fields. We would like to honor Mayor Vern Breland, his council, and all elected officials for their continuous efforts and dedication in creating tourism opportunities in Sterlington.
This next award is special to me. There is nothing that I have not asked the sheriffs from around this state to do that haven't helped out. Whether it's being helped clean up a community, whether it's there's nothing from tourism to keeping us safe, our state parks, they're lending a hand in projects there. The Sheriff's Association and the sheriffs around the state don't get enough credit for the job the men and women do. So here, on behalf of all the sheriffs to accept the award, is Sheriff Ricky Edwards. Ricky, come on up. We do appreciate the hard work you do.
The Louisiana Sheriff's Association is comprised of over 14,000 sheriffs and deputy sheriffs who are extremely dedicated to keeping Louisiana residents and tourists safe. From picking up trash to working in state parks to keeping our communities safe for residents and visitors alike, not just for tourism, but day-to-day, disaster and emergency. They're available 24/7. We'd like to honor and thank Sheriff Ricky Edwards on behalf of all of Louisiana for their assistance and partnership in the tourism industry.
And we can't leave out the chiefs of police. They're always willing to help out with over 400 fairs and festivals around Louisiana. They're always willing to step up to the plate and help their local town or city with those events and many more, as well as protecting and serving each and every one of us around the state. So here to accept the award on behalf of all the chiefs of police, please welcome Chief Thomas Bass.
These Louisiana Association of Chiefs of Police are dedicated individuals that keep Louisiana residents and tourists safe, from picking up trash to keeping our communities safe. Not just for tourism, but day-to-day, disaster and emergency, they are available 24/7 around the clock. We'd like to honor President Chief Tom Bass on behalf of all of Louisiana for their assistance and partnership in the tourism industry.
So these next two groups, I'm going to call them up together, never get enough credit for the job they do. The bar pilots and Crescent River pilots not only is such a great job they do bringing those ships to port up and down the Mississippi River, but realize that they bring those millions of passengers on the cruise ships that once they embark on New Orleans, they travel to every one of your communities around the state. And they never say no. in fog, bad weather, and they are really there, never ever delaying for fog. That doesn't happen anywhere else. So we want to recognize both Captain and Mike's. Come on up today, and we want to thank our river pilots for the job they do getting those passengers safely up the Mississippi River.
As the Lieutenant Governor said, rain or shine or dense fog, riverboat pilots guide cruise ships up and down the Mississippi River in a safe and timely manner. The Mississippi is rated as one of the most difficult and treacherous routes in North America, and the Bar Pilots and Crescent River Port Pilots Associations help navigate 226 safe cruise ship landings in New Orleans and oversaw more than 1.1 million passenger movements in 2017. When ports in Galveston and Mobile are fogged in and cruise ships are delayed, our pilots are constantly hard at work guiding ships up and down the Mississippi River. One of the main reasons the cruise ship industry is growing in New Orleans. We'd like to honor Captain Michael Miller with the Bar Pilots and Captain Michael Bopp with the Crescent City Port Pilots Association for their contribution to the tourism industry by safely and timely guiding cruise ships and their precious cargo up and down the Mississippi River.
Bear with me, we only got a few left, but they just kept coming, and all of these partners have been a vital part of our industry. Next, I want to recognize one of the many film studios that are bringing all these great films to Louisiana. We talk about the importance of the film industry, and this next group is a real leader in the industry, and they have done great things and great movies there in South Louisiana. So please welcome up Jason Wagisback.
The Ranch Film Studios help revive a devastated town's economy by providing a home for major blockbusters. Sidney Torres and Jason Wagensback built a state-of-the-art film studio and developed an ecosystem that fosters education, creativity, and economic development. The studio has been the site of numerous blockbuster films such as Deepwater Horizon and Terminator Genesis. We'd like to recognize the team of the Ranch Film Studios for recognizing the importance of the film industry to tourism and inspiring creativity in St. Bernard Parish.
This next partner, Keep Louisiana Beautiful, in communities around Louisiana. Our tourism industry is very passionate about our industry. But this next lady is passionate about trash. She wants to get rid of it. She has been a driving force in many of your communities to encourage you to clean up your town for your citizens and visitors alike. Please welcome Susan Russell up to the stage.
Founded in 2000, Keep Louisiana Beautiful hosts over 400 litter events and removes over 450,000 pounds of trash a year. Partnering with Lieutenant Governor Nungesser, they help pass legislation to teach children about the importance of litter abatement in schools. In the 2016-2017 fiscal year, Keep Louisiana Beautiful removed 517,229 pounds of litter and contracted with over 30,000 participants. We'd like to honor Susan Russell and Keep Louisiana Beautiful for their philanthropic role within the state of Louisiana and their influence within the litter removal industry. We hope through her dedication, we'll see a clean, litter-free Louisiana.
Our office does a lot with the historical tax credits in Louisiana. And some ventures, you have to be a little crazy to really invest in some of these projects. Sometimes a person takes on a project against all odds. Michael Jenkins really loves Louisiana and its history. He has put his money where his mouth is when he took on this project and invested his time and money to the hotel in Alexandria that is now a great tourist attraction for central Louisiana. On behalf of Michael, please welcome Sherry Edmonton to the stage to accept this award for his incredible investment into the Bentley Hotel.
The Hotel Bentley is famous for not only its beautiful architecture, but for its rich history and involvement in World War II. During World War II, the United States military trained over 500,000 troops in the Alexandria area, and the commanders of these troops, Dwight Eisenhower and George S. Patton, resided for long periods of time at the Hotel Bentley. We'd like to honor Michael Jenkins, owner and developer of the Hotel Bentley, for providing the city of Alexandria with rich history and a beacon for tourism.
We all know we're known for our food in Louisiana, and there is so many places that we could honor with these next awards, but I felt inclined to recognize a special family today. Yesterday would have been Pat's 89th birthday, from Pat's of Henderson, and his family has been much more than that historical place that we all love to go and eat, and what they've done for that community. So I'm so proud to recognize his family and the tradition of Pat's of Henderson here today. So please join me in welcoming his family to accept this award on the family's behalf.
Pat Huval's legacy began in 1948 when Agnes and Pat Huval opened their first restaurant in the small town of Henderson, Louisiana. During Pat's 22 years as mayor of Henderson, he vastly improved infrastructure by building a city hall and local jail, creating a 20-acre park, helping establish the city's fire department, and helping the people of Henderson afford livable homes. We'd like to honor Pat's of Henderson and the family of Pat Huval for their service to the state of Louisiana by providing Southern hospitality and authentic Cajun cuisine to all visitors in a way that is uniquely Louisiana.
All right, this is the last one, I promise. This award goes to a place that I can blame for me putting on a few extra pounds. On all of my business trips to Houston, I always stopped at this place for great food. And in the early days, I would hold my meetings there with my staff from Houston to talk about the oil industry. There's a special place in my heart for this place, and everyone that travels I-10 makes it a stopping point. And that is Steamboat Bill's. Please welcome up Kathy and Nicole to the stage for the great food and memories they provide for so many people.
Kathy Bonamici Vadrine and her 3 daughters came to Lake Charles in 1982 with an unrelenting need to succeed. Kathy Vadrine's cheerful personality and love for humanity won her the respect of the public, who called her Kathy, the Shrimp Lady, and she became a staple in the business community. Almost 36 years later, Steamboat Bill's has consistently been voted the best seafood and crawfish in Southwest Louisiana. And we'd like to honor Kathy Vadrine of Steamboat Bill's for her leadership role in the Louisiana seafood industry and their community by providing Southern hospitality to all visitors.
Thank you all for being such great partners. And I know you know some champions in your community, and we want to hear from you, and we want to honor them next year as we continue to grow this tourism family. Now, before we unveil the new commercials, we're going to unveil the new 2019 Visitor Guide cover for all of you to see, and hope you enjoy it.
This tree in Cheminoho State Park has been photographed from all over the world. At over 1,000 years old and growing since the time of the bow and arrow was introduced, you can paddle a canoe or kayak into the base of the tree, nicknamed the castle. You can only do this at Louisiana's Cheminoho State Park near Bastrop. Visit LouisianaTravel.com and plan your trip, paddle your way to the castle, and take your picture.
That tree is older than Louisiana, so you got to make it up there and see it. So now we come to the point everybody's been waiting for as we launch our new brand, Louisiana Feed Your Soul. Now we look at the new advertising campaign to promote Louisiana around the world. I hope you enjoy these new commercials, and so does the team that put it together. So take a look.
This is a ticket stub. You'd normally toss it out, but not today. Today, you're in Louisiana. Today, you took a face-flattening high-octane airboat through the marsh and ended up back in the time of dinosaurs. Today, you savored seafood that hadn't crossed state lines. Today, you danced till your soul felt good and your souls ached. That ticket stub, you tuck it away as a reminder, because today, you're in Louisiana.
This is a hat. You can get one anywhere, but today, you're in Louisiana. You forgot your favorite one at home, of course, so you got this one and some change. You gave some of that change to the band who got your 2 left feet to dance, and a few dollars to a man who typed up a poem just for you. You saved the rest for a dozen fresh oysters and a Sazerac, one to feed your face, the other to feed your soul. The hat, it's your new favorite, because today, you're in Louisiana.
This is a shrimp po' boy. It could just be a sandwich, but today, you're in Louisiana. Today, you got up with the sun to enjoy the best bass fishing on earth. Today, you walked historic halls where ghosts might pay a visit, but spirits are always present. Today, you wandered into a hole-in-the-wall cafe and fed your soul with a frosty local brew and this shrimp po' boy. Anywhere else, it's just a sandwich. But today, you're in Louisiana.
Now, I hope you got your little shrimp po' boy on the way in the door, because anywhere else this is a sandwich, but today you're in Louisiana. Thank you and God bless you.